I am joined by the founder of one of my very favorite festivals. Jim Ritts is here to tell us about the Moontower Comedy Fest. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for once again having us here.
Absolutely.
And for being a fan of Moontower.
I'm a huge fan every year, and this is the third year, so why don't you just start by telling us about the fest and kind of how it started?
Largest comedy festival, certainly in Texas, and maybe the second largest in the United States now. April 23rd to the 26th. 10 venues here. Of course, the home is the Paramount Theater. We'll bring in over 100 comics over 4 nights. We'll do over 90 shows, and it has grown to be an extraordinary part of the wonderful festival calendar here in Austin, Texas.
So true. So over 100 comics, and you guys have recently made some really big announcements.
We have.
Tell us about those.
Well, we're thrilled. Obviously, our wonderful headliners that we have coming in, folks like Dimitri Martin, that many people know from The Daily Show, Hannibal Buress, Dennis Miller, Maria Bamford, Kids in the Hall, who is one of the, literally one of the most famous sketch groups in the world, have not performed, all of the founders have not performed together for about 6 years. They're here this year. We just
Congrats to you guys.
Well, we're thrilled. And also, we just announced that the great Fred Armisen and his special guest, Ian Rubbish and the Bizarros, will be playing, and that's great fun, of course, coming out of Saturday Night Live.
And tell us about that special guest. It's kind of more interesting than maybe at times.
Well, for those who may have noticed a similarity between Ian Rubbish and Fred Armisen, it's his alter ego. And to be able to watch both Ian and Fred on stage at the Paramount. And of course, we have Mark Maron coming in, and J.B. Smoove, and so many others, plus all of our local comics. And that's one of the things I love about this festival. It's a chance for us to, you know, the 25 or 30,000 people that will come to this festival, they also get to see some of our great comedians from Austin, the folks like Matt Bearden, Mike McRae, Maggie May, Brian Garr. So many in this community really do deserve the national stage, and they get it during this.
And that's definitely something I wanted to talk to you about, because Austin does have a really awesome and established comedy scene.
Very vibrant.
Yes.
Very vibrant. And many of our comedians who choose to live here have national reputations, and they're just being discovered here in town. We have great partners in Cap City Comedy Club, and they do a great job throughout the entire year providing a stage and a visibility for those folks. But for those to be able to come in and be a part of our festival, we're really happy about that.
Well, kind of touching on that point, where do you see your festival in the larger map of comedy festivals?
Well, our goal is, over time, is to become the second largest in North America.
Wow.
And we're well on our way. And we've already expanded. As I think you know, on April 18th and 19th, Moontower Comedy is bringing Aziz Ansari for 3 shows at the Performing Arts Center. And the day after, on Sunday, after our festival officially ends, we're bringing in a young woman named Miranda Sings.
Well, that sounds good. And then people who have maybe never been to the festival before, if this is their first go around, what's your best advice for kind of diving in?
Well, first thing I would do is I would buy one of our badges.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is, one of the wonderful things about this festival, of the other 9 venues are within 4 blocks of a walking distance of the Paramount Theater and the State Theater. So you had the opportunity to see a headliner, then walk over and sample something at the Parish or the Velveeta Room or the State Theater or down to the Speakeasy. You can come down, you can park readily downtown at the One American Center and be able to walk through an entire evening. And of course, we hope you end up at our lounge at the Stephen F. Austin after the shows.
I love it. So many good things, Jim.
We love it.
So the fun begins April?
Well, officially April 18th and 19th with Aziz Ansari at the Texas Performing Arts Center. And then Wednesday, April 23rd, the first show is Dimitri Martin, the wonderful comic most people know from The Daily Show.
All right, I love it. Thank you so much, Jim. You heard him. Get out there. The laughs begin in April.